Hey everyone, welcome to my 25-hour review of New World. I'm going to be just kind of talking about my first opinions on the game here. I will be making a couple more of these. I want to make another one at 50 hours, another one at 100 hours, and another one after that at 200 hours. So keep an eye out for those. We'll see how my opinion changes as we continue onward. Playing the game, enjoying the game, just to give it some praises. I really have enjoyed it so far. To be honest, most of my game time came from playing for 21 hours yesterday. Okay, maybe about 19. I did take some breaks, but I was on New World for 21 hours yesterday. So I'm about level 27 right now in this video. The final clips you'll see, I'm about level 27. I've done the first dungeon. I haven't cleared any corruption zones, so that's something I'm looking to do. I tried to do one alone, but wasn't able to do it. It was just a little too hard for my level. I've quested in all of the starting zones except for one of them, and I want to talk about, I'm not going to be going over like everything in New World here. I haven't experimented with a lot of things in the game yet. I've only done one dungeon. I probably shouldn't eat. I'm not even going to talk about dungeons really, I'll just talk about the combat, but there's some stuff that I'll cover once I have more experience and give that more of a proper review. But just the base systems, the simple things in the game that you expect from any game, like crafting and skilling, combat, PvP, simple stuff like that. That's what we're going to be going over in today's video. So the first thing I want to talk about is the skilling in the game, the skilling and crafting system. So as you level up in New World, the max level is 60. Everything you do contributes to you getting to level 60. The reason you want to get to level 60 is because every time you level, you get to allocate stat points to strength, dexterity, I think it's intellect, focus, and constitution. Your different stats, and that's how strong you are. So at level 60, wherever you've put your stats and how much stuff your gear has, that's how strong you're going to be. But skilling and crafting give you max level. They give you total level. They help you on your journey to 60. So just to start off, skilling is really slow at the beginning. Skilling is terrible. Skilling is terrible when you go to a new zone. Whenever you're in a zone, you gain pretty much reputation for being in that zone and doing things in that zone, doing quests, crafting in that zone. And I always pick the gathering speed and the storage shed ones. So every time you level up your reputation, you get to pick one like perk out of 3. I pick gathering speed and I pick storage because the other ones eventually run out. Ineffectiveness, I guess I should say. So it's gonna start off really slow, but once you get it up, so I went wood cutting for a while. I wood cut for 1 hour and I got from level 10 wood cutting to level 50. Max wood cutting level is 200. So if it only takes me 8 hours to get to 200 wood cutting, I don't really care. That's not too bad of a grind for me. So if you just sit down, throw some music on, throw a YouTube video on, you're gonna have a good time. And the one cool thing about gathering and crafting is you can just kind of run in one direction. You can be like, I'm just gonna go this way through the zone and just mine everything you see, gather everything you see, chop down every tree, kill every animal and skin it for its hide. It's really fun. I really enjoyed it. If you like games like RuneScape, where it's just a long grind of leveling up your skills, and I don't want to compare it to RuneScape, it's definitely not as long as RuneScape. It definitely does not feel as tedious as getting a 99 in RuneScape, but it's a good time. It is fun, and I think the crafting and skilling work well together, and it's just overall super fun. It's super fun. The last thing I wrote down for skilling and harvesting, or skilling and crafting, is it feels really rewarding when you get to the next tier of things you can grab. When you've seen these plants all over the world, and every time you walk up, it's like you need 50 gathering to grab it, and then you finally get 50, and you can go up and you can get that plant. Excuse me, but I really enjoyed skilling and crafting in this game. It's really fun. The next thing I wanted to cover was combat. Now, if you like games like Dark Souls, Skyrim, anything with an action melee combat, you're going to enjoy this. I'd maybe even compare it to Monster Hunter or games like Dauntless as well. It's a good back and forth. So you can have 2 weapons equipped. Each of your weapons can have 3 abilities, and each of your weapons have a heavy and a light attack. Now, it's simple. It's not like other MMOs where you have your action bars of here's my 45 different abilities I have, or here's my 12 different abilities or 16 different abilities or combos. I know a lot of Asian MMOs have combos like Blade and Soul, Black Desert, but it is more simple. It's more close to like a Dark Souls, to a Skyrim, to a Monster Hunter, where you just have a few abilities or attacks that you're working with. And it feels so good. For me, it fills the itch of Dark Souls 3 PvP. Very, very similar to Dark Souls 3 PvP. You can't roll as much. You can pretty much only do 2 rolls, unless you have some different talent points that give you some stamina back, but you can only really do about 2 or 3 rolls before you're out of stamina and you can't roll again. So it's a little different than Dark Souls in that aspect, but it's great. I've tried out most of the melee weapons except for the hatchet. I've tried out most of the caster weapons, and I haven't tried any of the ranged weapons, but from what I've seen, they look pretty well done as well. They all feel great. They're all unique in their own way, and yeah, combat's an A+ for me. I really enjoy the combat. So let's talk about the questing and the leveling in New World. Now, I'm going to be honest with you, it's very repetitive. I forgot that there was a main quest line for like the first 15 hours I played, so I was just doing a bunch of side quests, quests for my faction, and town hall mission quests. So there's 4 types of quests: main story, town hall missions, faction quests, and side quests. And there's only a couple side quests in each zone, so just something to be aware of. Everything is super repetitive. Like I told you in the skilling, when I talked about skilling, everything gives you XP in this game, except for PvP and opening chests. Looking at notes on the ground give you XP. Fighting wolves gives you XP. Skinning the wolf gives you XP. Cooking that into food gives you overall XP towards getting to level 60. Now the one thing is the questing is very, very repetitive. Extremely repetitive. You will go to the same spot in a zone. You'll go to Zombie Town 6 different times for 3 different quests. You'll get a side quest that has you go there. You'll get a faction quest and you'll have to go there. And then you'll get a town hall mission quest to go back there and search some chests for some whatever. It's very, very repetitive. Now, what I like to do is, and what I recommend you do, is I would break it up. So I would start in town. Okay, I'm gonna grab all the side quests, the town hall missions, and all my faction quests. I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna do 8 quests, right? Do those 8 quests, you get a level or 2, right? Do a couple main story quests. Just follow the main storyline until it starts to get too hard for you. Then maybe you're like, all right, I could go back and do some side quests and some mission board quests. No, screw that. I'm gonna go just harvest for a while. I'm gonna go level up my mining. I'm gonna come back, I'm gonna smith it all into bars, I'm gonna make it all into armor. You really gotta break it up yourself so that the repetitiveness of the same quests, I think I've literally done the kill the turkey quest like 7 times already in 25 hours in one zone. So you gotta kind of make your own adventure along the way. And by no means is questing bad or anything, but it is very repetitive. Still fun, combat's fun, skilling is fun. So it is fun, but just be aware that it repeats a lot. I haven't been able to do much PvP in New World. A lot of the stuff you have to be level 50 or higher to do. I'm not aware of what level you need to be to compete in a war or an invasion. There hasn't been one on my server yet. There is one tonight that I can join for my faction. So my only experience really has been some world PvP, and I'd like to tell you just my experience. Just in 3 hours, me and some buddies got on, we turned PvP mode on, and this is what happened. So, what happened was I killed a level 11 that was AFK with PvP mode on for some reason. I think he came back at like the last second, but it was too late. He was dead. I was like level 24. I just ganked him. After that, me and my buddy were running through a zone, and someone similar level to us, like 22 to 24, shot my buddy with a rifle. Just popped my buddy from out of nowhere. So we turn and we go run towards him. You'll see this clip in the video as well. I'll make sure to put it up right now. We turn to go run at him, and he pulls out his great axe like he's gonna give us a fight, and then we proceed to stomp him into the ground in 4 seconds. Maybe 6 seconds, but that guy shouldn't have shot my friend. TLDR, that's the story there. The next thing that happened after that was my level 13 buddy was running out of town. His PvP came on, so you have 30 seconds of safety once you leave a town before a PvP turns on. And he was killed by a level 39. So that was kind of lame. We ended up going back and killing the level 39 with a bunch of green boys from our faction. But that was kind of lame for my buddy. That's why he doesn't like to have his PvP on, because like we all walked away from him for 1 minute and he gets ganked. And then the final thing that happened was my brother was getting ganked by like a level 31. My brother was like level 20 at the time, who was just ganking him with his musket buddy. So a level 11 31 were ganking my level 20 brother. They kept killing him. So me and my buddy came to help my brother out, and we almost killed the level 31, and he uses a teleportation hack to run away. So he ganks my brother. We almost kill him. He has like 12% HP left. He's one hit from dead. He teleports 85 yards away, and then we see him just run off a waterfall and just disappear. Like in the distance. He like comes back, runs by us, and then just disappears, teleporting, like glitching. So that was kind of lame. So my overall opinion on PvP is it seems like it's fun. I really enjoy the combat, and I think 1v1s or maybe even mass battles will be fun in their own ways when it's kind of structured. Open world PvP is a little weird. I really feel like a level 40 shouldn't be able to kill a level 12. I mean, I get how PvP works in games, but that just sucks for the people. Like the level 11 I found that was just AFK sitting out there. I don't really feel like I shouldn't have been able to hit him. There should be like a level bracket. RuneScape does a level bracket on their PvP worlds. Anyone within 15 levels of you can fight. That might be helpful. I don't know. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying like it hasn't happened to me, but I feel like it'd be really annoying to just get ganked by a level 40 over and over in your questing zone. But that's what you get for turning PvP on. You can toggle it on and off. So I'm not gonna complain about it, but I could see why some people could get upset over that. It doesn't really bother me. I just either turn PvP on when I want to go on a PvP mission, or I just turn it off if I'm just trying to get some levels and do some gathering. The final thing I did want to say is the weapons seem a little unbalanced in 1v1s. They're probably more tuned for the 50v50 and like the invasions and wars and stuff where you have a bunch of people fighting. So you kind of want your weapon, some of the weapons to be skillful, some of the weapons to be big damage, but just in a 1v1 situation or like an open world PvP, it can be kind of iffy. I'm pretty sure the Great Axe and the Hammer are super OP just because it's super bursty. You can kill someone in 3 hits. I think the Fire Staff and the Ice Gauntlet or the Ice Glove or whatever are probably pretty OP too, from what I can tell. And then it seems like some of the weapons like the sword, the rapier, the hatchet might not do super well, but I don't know. I haven't seen it all. We will do more PvP in the future, and I will try to check it out more and more videos. So real quick, just here at the end, let's go over my pros and cons. Any final wrap-up things I need to say about New World, I'll leave here. Again, I am going to make a video at 50 hours and see if my opinions have changed and whatnot. But the pros, really fun combat. If you like Dark Souls, if you like fighting games even, I think you'll really enjoy the combat in this game. Expansive crafting and gathering systems. Probably the most well done thing I've seen so far in New World is how well done the crafting and gathering is, and you will find yourself just collecting everything and then crafting it into stuff, salvaging that stuff so you can craft some more, or selling it on the auction house or whatever, the trading post. So really well done there. I really like the skilling and crafting. Freedom. Literally just wrote freedom down. Good old US of A, that freedom. You literally can do whatever you want in New World. If you spawn into the world after the tutorial and you want to run to the level 60 zone just for the hell of it, you could do that. Nothing is stopping you. If you want to just mine, if you literally just want to mine from level 1 to 60, only level up strength so that your mining is faster and better and you can carry more mining supplies, you can do that. It really is an open world. It's about exploration and that freedom of, hey, I want to go over here and do this, or I just want to be a farmer and just pick potatoes all day. You can do that. The final thing I wrote down was the graphics. New World is visually amazing. Some of the zones are a little repetitive, and I've only been in the starting zones, like the lower level zones, so I'm hoping there's a change. Everfall is beautiful. I love Everfall, but Most of the other zones are just like, hey, we have like a beach town, and then you're either like in the plains or on the mountains. So I don't know if there's snowy zones. I haven't seen too much about the high level zones, but hopefully there's a little bit of a change in the graphics. But Everfall looks amazing. The game does look amazing. If you enjoy mountain scenery, you'll probably enjoy New World. Now, the 3 cons I wrote down are, some people might feel lost and not understand where to go. This isn't a railroad game. This isn't WoW, where go from quest here to quest here, go over here, go over here. Oh, okay, now I'm level 15, go to the next zone, go over here. It really is, I mean, there are side quests and quests do chain, but it's not like that. It's not like a typical MMO like WoW or maybe SWTOR. It's more like, oh, do the side quests. Okay, go do some mission quests, go do some skilling and gathering. If you need direction when you play a game, it might be a little complex for you. It might be too free, at least from what I felt. PvP seems unbalanced. Just don't turn PvP on if you don't want to PvP. If you just want to be a gatherer and you like gathering games, if you like Stardew Valley or Minecraft, just go do that with PvP off. Just go do that with PvP off. Higher levels can gank you. You could be level 12, a level 60 could literally come gank you if you have PvP enabled. And like I said, some of the weapons seem a little unbalanced in 1v1s, but we'll see how I feel once I get to do some invasions and 50v50 and 20v20 and all that. The last con I have written down is long skilling grinds and long grinds in general. So if you've played WoW or you've played Star Wars The Old Republic, you kind of hook into a gameplay loop, and the gameplay loop rewards you very heavily. So like for WoW in World of Warcraft, for instance, you hit level 15, you can just go do dungeons till max level. You can literally just run dungeons, queue up for dungeons, and run dungeons till max level. After your first dungeon, you'll probably gain 3 or 4 levels. Like, it's pretty crazy how fast you level in other games. Now, I don't want to compare New World to RuneScape too much, because it's not a grind like that. But the grinds are longer, and there isn't, from what I've seen so far, a gameplay loop that rewards you heavily over everything else. It just feels like doing everything is how you level up. Go skill, go do the main story quest, come back, do some missions in a town, do some for your faction, go skill again, oh, come back, craft, and you'll just constantly be leveling up just from playing the game. Whereas other games, it's like, oh, do the main story quest, and you just keep leveling. You keep getting really rewarded for that. It's a little different. Just wanted to let people know that it's not... I haven't found a gameplay loop where it's like, wow, I get heavily rewarded for this and I only have to do one thing over and over. I've been doing everything and it seems to be working out well for me. Right now, at this point in time, I would give New World a 9 out of 10. I am really enjoying it. I played it for 21 hours yesterday. I didn't get to play it a lot on my first day because I had a lot of network issues. Had to reinstall the game and do a bunch of stuff, but I got it to work so I don't DC anymore. But my first real day of playing, I played for 21 hours. And I'm a gatherer, I'm a skiller guy. I also like PvP, PvE, I like everything. So it's scratching all my itches right now. It's just all over, it's scratching everything. I'm really enjoying it. And I'll check back in when I get to 50 hours of playtime, and we'll see how my perspective changes, because I want to see if the game gets better or if the game gets worse. And I hope you do too. So I hope you guys will check back into that. I'm going to be linking my community Discord down below. Trying to get that running again. We're probably going to be trying to plan some community events in the Discord. So I'll leave that down below. And also, if you want to check out my Twitch stream, I'll have that on screen right above me somewhere or wherever. It is twitch.tv/thehorcruxking. I'm not going to be streaming New World yet, but I'll probably be streaming it in a couple weeks after I can get some fun videos made and really get a little catch up in the game a little bit. So thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you for 50 hours of New World played, and we'll see what I think then.